In March 2024, a Chinese AI system processed 1.7 billion financial transactions in under 3 seconds. No human oversight, no coffee breaks, just raw computational power, moving money faster than you could refresh your bank app. 2 months later, JP Morgan Chase announced their AI had reviewed the equivalent of 12,000 annual reports in a single afternoon. The question isn't whether AI is changing finance anymore. It's who gets to decide what that change looks like. And right now, 2 superpowers are building completely different answers. Here's what most people miss. This isn't just about faster trading or smarter algorithms. It's about who controls the infrastructure of money itself in 10 years. China and America are racing toward the same finish line, but they're running completely different races. One is building AI to strengthen state control over capital. The other is building it to eliminate friction in private markets. Same technology, opposite philosophies. And the winner doesn't just get bragging rights, they get to export their financial operating system to the rest of the world. Think of it like iOS versus Android, except instead of apps, it's how entire economies function. The stakes are uncomfortably high, so let's break down what's actually happening behind the headlines. Start with China's playbook. In 2023, China's central bank digital currency, the digital Yuan, logged over 260 million transactions. Every single one tracked, categorized, analyzed by AI systems designed specifically for this purpose. Here's the architecture. China isn't using AI to compete in markets. They're using it to manage markets. Their systems predict capital flight before it happens. They identify fraud patterns across millions of accounts simultaneously. They adjust lending rates in real time based on economic indicators most countries don't even measure yet. Ant Group, before regulators clipped its wings, had an AI credit system that approved loans in 3 minutes with a default rate lower than most traditional banks. How? By analyzing over 3,000 data points per applicant, including social behavior, purchase patterns, even how quickly you scroll through terms and conditions. Unsettling? Maybe. Effective? Undeniably. The Chinese model treats finance as a system that should serve state objectives: stability over innovation, control over chaos. And AI is the perfect tool for that vision, because AI doesn't get tired of enforcing policy at 2 a.m. Now flip to America's strategy, which isn't really a strategy at all. It's 1,000 different experiments happening simultaneously. Goldman Sachs has an AI that predicts market volatility. BlackRock has one that rebalances portfolios. Visa has systems that detect fraud across billions of transactions daily. Stripe's AI approves or declines payments in milliseconds based on risk algorithms even their engineers don't fully understand anymore. This is the American way. Let the market figure it out. No central planning, no unified vision, just relentless competition to see who can build the smartest, fastest, most profitable system. And it's working, kind of. American AI finance is arguably more sophisticated in specific use cases. High-frequency trading firms use machine learning models that would make a physics professor weep. Renaissance Technologies, the hedge fund, has been using algorithmic trading since the 1980s and now manages over $130 billion with strategies so complex they're essentially black boxes. But here's the problem with fragmentation. Nobody's in charge. There's no master plan. Every firm is optimizing for its own profit, not national competitiveness. Which means when China rolls out a unified AI-powered financial system that works seamlessly across banking, payments, and monetary policy, America will still be arguing about regulatory frameworks. Let's talk numbers, because that's where this gets interesting. China graduates roughly 4.7 million STEM students every year. America graduates about 500,000. China publishes more AI research papers annually than the United States. Chinese tech firms can access government datasets that would make American privacy advocates have a panic attack. Meanwhile, American firms have something China desperately wants: actual innovation culture. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind. These companies are building foundational AI models that Chinese firms are scrambling to replicate. The cutting edge of AI research still largely speaks English. But innovation and deployment are different games. China doesn't need to invent the best AI. They just need to deploy it faster and more comprehensively than anyone else. And when you don't have to negotiate with Congress or worry about antitrust lawsuits or convince 50 different state regulators, deployment gets much easier. Here's the math nobody wants to say out loud. China might be building a less sophisticated system that works better because everyone has to use it. America might be building a more sophisticated system that fragments into irrelevance because nobody can agree on standards. Now, let's cut through some nonsense. The hype says AI will completely transform finance overnight. The reality? Most banks are still running systems built in the 1970s, COBOL code, mainframes that predate the internet. AI isn't replacing that infrastructure. It's sitting awkwardly on top of it like a sports car duct-taped to a horse-drawn carriage. China's advantage isn't just political will. It's that they're building new infrastructure from scratch. No legacy systems, no decades of technical debt. They can design their entire financial system around AI because they're not weighed down by what came before. America's disadvantage isn't lack of talent or capital. It's that innovation has to fight through layers of existing infrastructure, regulatory complexity, and institutional inertia. JP Morgan can build the smartest AI in the world, but if it can't talk to their 1985 database without crashing, what's the point? There's also the talent drain. Chinese-born AI researchers are increasingly choosing to return home rather than stay in Silicon Valley. Why? Better funding, fewer restrictions, and the sense that China is actually doing something with AI, rather than endlessly debating whether we should. Meanwhile, America still leads in one critical area: trust. People around the world still trust American financial institutions more than Chinese ones. That matters. Nobody wants their savings managed by an AI system that reports directly to a government with a history of, let's say, flexible property rights. Here's where it gets geopolitical. Whoever wins this race doesn't just dominate their own financial system. They get to set the standard for everyone else. China is already exporting its digital payment infrastructure to countries across Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The digital Yuan pilot programs are running in multiple countries. They're not just selling technology, they're selling a model for how modern finance should work. America's response has been scattered. Some talk about a digital dollar, others argue about whether cryptocurrency should be regulated or banned. Meanwhile, private companies are building their own systems with no coordination whatsoever. The irony is thick. The country that invented the internet, created Silicon Valley, and built the modern financial system is getting out-organized by a country that was predominantly rural 50 years ago. But here's the thing about technology races. They're not always won by the fastest starter. They're won by whoever can sustain momentum for decades. China has the advantage of centralized decision-making. America has the advantage of innovation culture and global trust. The question isn't whether centralization beats innovation or whether trust beats speed. So, who's winning? If winning means deploying AI across an entire financial system with ruthless efficiency, China's ahead. If winning means building the most advanced AI models and maintaining global financial credibility, America is still in the lead. But maybe those are different races entirely. Because the real question isn't who builds the best AI for finance, it's whose vision of AI-powered finance the world decides to live with. One where efficiency and control reign supreme, or one where innovation and chaos are features, not bugs. Right now, both superpowers are betting everything that their answer is the right one. The uncomfortable truth:
We're all about to find out who's correct. And unlike most technology races, there's no second-place prize in this one. The financial system you use 10 years from now is being built right now. You just don't get to vote on which one wins.